I went to college in Missouri, and my senior year in college, we were on an interim course where we visited businesses. After 3 weeks of that, it didn't appeal to me. I talked to my father and said, can I come home to farm? And he was getting close to retirement age, and I really wanted to farm with my father. And so I came home in 1977 and been doing it ever since.
I had never met a farmer before, so I wasn't quite sure what to think. But he's just like any other guy, that lived in the country.
We met through a mutual friend and then started dating and then got married in 1980. Our family is very integral into this operation. In 2014, one of my sons came home to farm. I hope he wanted to come home and farm with his father, just like I wanted to farm with mine. So he's very much involved in the day-to-day operations. He buys all the seed. He's our technology officer. He only lets me plant one day a week or one day a season because he's doing all the prescriptions and doing the precision agriculture stuff. And my wife, Deborah, who's kind of the glue that holds it all together.
Ron and I talk about pretty much everything, all the decisions on the farm, except Mike has now taken over the seed decisions. So we're trying to transition into Mike taking over more of the responsibility. But otherwise, if he's buying machinery or working on leases, we talk about all of that and just make the decisions together on where to put our finances. Ron, of course, was thrilled having a son come back and farm, and it has been good. I do have to admit that it has been a good transition. We know now what's happening with our farm, that Mike is going to be taking over. So that's kind of a relief to know that the family farm is going to stay in the family. Ron has always been giving of his time and his energy to many different things, many organizations, but also trying to do the very best he can on the farm with the cattle and the crops and doing all of the things that make it sustainable and make it economically feasible for us to stay on the farm.
The conservation measures that we use on our farm, really, the thought process started back when I was in high school. My dad was tiling out a draw that was a CP spot up the hillside. 5 years later, as I was starting to farm, the tile outlet wasn't working. So we hired a backhoe to come in and dig it up. He had to dig 3 feet deeper to find the tile because the filter strip had done its job. It had captured all the silt coming off the hillside and deposited it 3 feet above that tile. And that was my aha moment that we got to do something different besides mow, plow everything.
Well, Ron and I both grew up in families that have always been giving back to the community. My parents did, his parents did. So it was very easy for us to realize that we were going to do many things to give back.
First off, I want to be known for a good farmer, a good family man, and someone who thought about things beyond our county and worked to make whatever organization I was involved with a better organization. One of the things that we tried to do is in Illinois soy and American soybean was go to DC and talk about the things that we do here in rural Illinois and the difference it makes to the folks out in Washington, D.C., to make them understand that the things that they do, the rules that they make, the laws that they pass have an effect on us, and they need to know what that effect is. I have thoroughly enjoyed my agricultural career, my volunteer career in agriculture. I've met some of the best people, made some of the best friends that people 40 years ago I never would have gathered that I would have made friends with. And it's just been a wonderful, wonderful ride.